Congratulations to everyone who made the 2020 Homecoming Court. We would like to virtually present your senior homecoming court. The following are your 6 Homecoming King nominations. First up is Kyle Arceo. He is a senior who will be presented by Mrs. Chavez. His hobbies include working out and going out with the boys. He is a member of the football and weightlifting team. His favorite high school memory is shaving his head for the playoffs. His plans after graduation are simply to hang out with friends. He says he should be voted Homecoming King because he didn't think he'd make it this far, and it'd be pretty cool if he won. His quote for his class is, "It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none." And that's by Snoop Dogg. Next up is Majay Booker. He's a senior who will be presented by Mrs. West. His hobbies include thrifting, watching movies, and spending time with Kaveh. Majay is one of the girls' basketball managers at Navarre High School. His favorite high school memory is watching the basketball team hit a game winner against Gulf Breeze his junior year. After graduation, Majay plans to attend FSU and major in political science. He believes he should be voted Homecoming King because he works hard, treats others with respect, and dresses really well. His quote for his class is, "If you're 18, go vote." Next up is Cole Devaney. He's a senior who will be presented by Mrs. Bland. His hobbies include jet skiing, riding dirt bikes, and drag racing. He's on the soccer team and is part of the Interact Club. His favorite high school memory is getting to skip all his junior year final exams that he thinks he would have failed anyway. After graduation, Cole plans to go into the Air Force and attend college. He thinks he should be voted Homecoming King because he promises to do the biggest burnout in the parking lot on the last day of school. His quote for his class is, "High school flies by. Be engaged in out-of-school events. Enjoy it while it lasts." Next up is Nate Herring. He will be presented by Mrs. Brown. His hobbies include football, fishing, and going to the beach with his friends and girlfriend Lauren. He is a member of the NHS varsity football team. His favorite high school memory is experiencing rainy practices on a field of mud with his football family. After graduation, Nate plans to attend a trade school to pursue a career in diesel mechanics. He believes he should be Homecoming King because he loves the Raider family and would love to represent his school and class on and off the field. His quote for his class is, "If Plan A fails, remember you have 25 letters left." Nathan Howard will be presented by Coach Tomey. His hobbies include exploring and vibing with his homies. He is a part of the student government and cheerleading. His favorite high school memory is when he tried out for the mascot his sophomore year and all his friends were there to hype him up. After graduation, Nathan plans to pursue a degree in business and film while starting a brand through YouTube and podcasts. He believes he should be voted king because he is the NHS mascot. His quote for his class is, "Left or right, you're still moving forward." Luke Lasquadro is a senior this year, and he will be presented by Coach Mary Moore. His hobbies include swimming, surfing, and hanging out with his friends and girlfriend, Jaden. He is part of the Navarre swim team and is a Navarre Beach lifeguard. His favorite high school memory is singing "Take Me Home, Country Roads" with the swim team after every away meet. After graduation, he plans to go to Chick-fil-A with the boys. He thinks he should be voted Homecoming King because his mom thinks he's a good boy and she's very proud of him. And now to present the 6 nominations for Homecoming Queen. First up is Jaden Cave, and she's a senior who will be presented by Mrs. Thorpe. Her hobbies include surfing, dancing, and hanging out with her friends and boyfriend Luke. She's a member of the National Honor Society, Science Nationals Honor Society, FCA and First Priority, as well as competition dance. Her favorite high school memory is when it started to rain at a football game her sophomore year, making the night even more fun. After graduation, Jaden plans to attend either FSU or UF to pursue a career as a pediatrician. She thinks she should be voted Homecoming Queen because she has lots of school spirit and believes she would be a good representative of NHS, and her mom was the Homecoming Queen of her high school. Her quote for her class is, "Life, liberty, and the pursuit of Raider swag." Next up is Jayla Hurd, and she's a senior who will be presented by Coach Bagley. Her hobbies include singing and hanging out with her friends and family. She is also part of the Navarre High School cheer team. Her favorite high school memory is of her second period class her junior year with Mr. Brown. He was always looking out for her and made sure she knew things would be okay. After graduation, Jayla plans to attend FAMU to study criminal defense to pursue a career as a lawyer, eventually moving to New York City to start her career. She believes she should be voted homecoming queen because she's very outgoing and is always willing to help someone in need. Her quote to her class is, "Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory." Taylor Howard is a senior who will be presented by Mrs. Watson. Her hobbies include photography, dirt bike riding, and traveling. She's a member of the flag football team, Interact Club, FCA, Science National Honor Society, and she is the editor-in-chief of the yearbook. Her favorite high school memory is when they had to stay up till 4 a.m. with one day to go to meet a yearbook deadline. She said all she remembers about that night, it was a complete blur. After graduation, Taylor plans to go to college for a medical degree and then enter the Air Force. She believes she would be homecoming queen because she has, for almost 4 years now, been capturing the stories and memories of students and put them together for our pleasure. She'd love if the student body would vote her queen to let her capture one of her own special memories. Her quote to her class is, "Try not to stress things too much and enjoy your last year of high school while you can. Look how far you've already made it. Soon enough, we'll be walking across that stage together. Don't give up now. You're almost at the end." Next up is senior Kaveh Howell, and she will be presented by Mrs. Thorpe. Her interests include music, movies, and all things NBA and Saints football. Who dat? She's a member of the Science National Honor Society, Interact Club, and FCA. Her favorite high school memory is any of the nights with her friends supporting Navarre High School at football, basketball, and soccer games. The unity created when she and other Navarre High fans cheer on their team is an unforgettable experience for her. After graduation, Kaveh plans to attend the University of Florida to pursue a degree in biological sciences. She believes she should be voted homecoming queen because her work ethic and commitment to her academics represents the collective goal of Navarre High School, and that learning is what brings us all together. So it is the best way to represent the school. Her quote to her class is, "Be humble, but with a little bit of Kanye." Kaylee McDonald is a senior and she will be presented by Mr. Turoff. Her interests include world travel and languages, where she'd like to see as much of the world as possible. She has been marching with the Raider Band for 4 years and served as drum major for 3 of them. She has been a member of the student government for 4 years and is currently our acting parliamentarian. And she's been with the Navarre High School Winter Guard for 3 years. Her favorite high school memory is of her freshman year marching show when at halftime they were about to start playing Imagination when it started raining. She said it made the Willy Wonka show feel even more magical and exactly how it should have been performed. After graduation, Kaylee plans to go to college and major in Arabic with hopes of studying abroad and eventually working with an NGO like UNICEF. She says she should be voted for homecoming queen because the high school is like her second home, being here early and staying late, and she always gives her all to NHS and will continue to give her all not just to the school, but to the student body. Her quote to her class is, "What's the point of being alive if you don't at least try to do something remarkable?" That was by John Green. And lastly, Lauren Miller, who's a senior, will be presented by Coach Simon. Her interests include volleyball, both indoors and at the beach, going shopping, getting some poke, and hanging out with her boyfriend, Nate. She's on the varsity volleyball team and is currently acting as a student government secretary. Her favorite high school memory is all the crazy stressful weeks in SGA preparing for homecoming. After graduation, Lauren plans to attend a university to pursue a PhD in orthodontics and eventually open up her own practice. She believes she should be voted homecoming queen because she loves NHS and its students and would love to represent the student body and showcase her school spirit. Her quote for her class is, "Love hard, dream big, and live every day as if it's your last, for each passing moment is one you'll never get back." Thank you for joining us in presenting the Senior Homecoming Court. Remember that voting will begin tomorrow, Tuesday morning from 8 a.m. until Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. Keep an eye on a link or a QR code in order to vote through Microsoft Forms. And a happy homecoming week to all our students, faculty, and staff. And remember, it's greater to be a Raider.